Hello humans, this is Retro Rocket Man back again with another video. This time around I want to repaint the Zurg Fighter ship from the movie Buzz Lightyear, which is about a couple of years old now. So I'm going to start off by taking it out of the packaging, don't need that, not interested in anything else, and I need to take off the cockpit window and a small clear panel on the nose. That way I don't need to worry about getting paint on it. They come off quite easily. Just a bit of jimmying with a flathead screwdriver got most of these bits off. Easy peasy. So after giving it an undercoat of primer, it's just a plain grey primer, this will give me a good base to work on when it comes to putting on the top coats. So I'm going to be making up my own purple. So it's all primed and ready for the next coat, which will be a chrome silver all over. And there you have it. Bit of magic there. I've now given it a coat of the silver. This is actually an aluminium, chrome aluminium finish. All that purple is gone and that plastic look is gone. This is giving it a lovely metallic look in preparation for the parts that I want to paint purple. For starters, I'm going to go in with some mustard just to create a mask layer in certain areas for silver to show back through again. In the end, I found this was a bit of a waste of time because the paint I used for the purple is just a cheap and nasty water-based acrylic, and it took a few coats before I was able to get the intensity that I wanted. And the downside of that is that it likes to scratch off easily, which at the end of the day, that's a plus for my process, for what I wanted to do. So this is a purple I've mixed up just using some blue and red acrylic as a base coat. So it took a couple of coats for me to get a strong, even finish. I'm just painting it in those areas, making sure I don't cover it all because there's other areas that I want to keep with the silver, the chrome finish. See how it's going all patchy and ugly as I put it on? This improved with each subsequent coat. Thirdly, I am just putting a lighter shade, which I've just mixed a bit of white into the existing purple to give me a lighter shade of purple, just to give it some highlights and a bit more dimension, a bit more interest, a bit of light dry brushing if you like. I did find that the base coat purple was a bit too dark. I taped off the cockpit window, and now I'm just removing that to show the nice green clear plastic underneath. Beautiful. Now I'm going in with the black shoe polish and I'm weathering it all down. It's already a rough finish, which is what I'm after. The shoe polish is going to accentuate and grease down, bring out all that lovely detail and make the engines and the panels all oily and dirty, which is what I'm after, with a nice distressed finish. I'm going back in with a sponge scourer with a lightly approach, and I'm just taking off some of the excess shoe polish. This is after it's dried, and this process also removes some of the paint, which is also what I want to do. I want to make it look banged up, beaten, battle worn and grungy. So just with a bit of light rubbing, some of the paint starts to come off, especially where the mustard was. You can see that the spot's appearing now. As I'm removing it, paint's coming off with it. Because it's a cheaper, nasty acrylic, it hasn't stuck all that well to the silver underneath, so it's coming off relatively easily. So I'm being careful about how much I'm removing. I'm going to give it a really wetted, battle-worn appearance. Now I'm going in lightly with some brown shoe polish just to give it a bit more of a tarnish, a bit more of a grunge, a bit more dirt, and a bit more depth. I'm just using it lightly and sparingly in a dabbing motion just to give it a bit of a tinge of grime and rust. And after all that's done, I will seal it with a clear matte sealer to protect the original paint so it doesn't scratch off in the future. So this is the final result, humans. It's certainly a lot different to how it started. It's got a lot of lovely sculpted detail and mechanical features, and I just love the design and the effort they put into putting this thing together, and really come up nicely with all that scratching and weathering. And it's more like a zombified version of Zurg's fighter ship. So I hope you've liked this video, humans. This has been Retro Rocket Man. I'll see you in the next one. Over and out.